Hey guys, it's Mercury 101 here, and today I'm going to teach you how to solve the Pyraminx. The method I'm going to show you is a very easy method to learn and understand. So right now I'm going to give you an overview of the method I'm going to teach you. So the first thing you have to do to solve the Pyraminx is you have to solve the tips. The next thing you have to do is solve the centers. So this. So you have 3 centers. The next thing you have to do is insert all the red edges. So I have to put the red and green edge into here. The next step is to solve the color that's in front of you. So green, yellow, to insert it in. Green, blue, insert it in. And then after a couple times, it should be solved. Before I start teaching you the method, I'm going to teach you the pieces and the notation for the Pyraminx. There are 4 tip pieces on the Pyraminx. Here, 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 and here. So tip pieces stay in the same place no matter how many times you move it. They just rotate as a different color when you move it. So if you move this tip, it's green right here. If you move it, it's red. Then if you move it again, it's yellow. And if you move it back one more time, it goes back to the soft state. The next piece are the centers. There are 3 centers on each side. So 1, 2, 3 red centers, 1, 2, 3 yellow centers, 1, 2, 3 green centers, and 1, 2, 3 blue centers. The centers do not move no matter how much you twist the Pyraminx. So if I twist it here or here, the centers always stay in the correct center position. The next pieces are the edges. There are 2 edges next to 1 center. So as you can see, 2 edges next to 1 center. 2 edges next to 1 center. 2 edges next to 1 center. Okay, notation. Notation is how you move the cube. So I'm going to be referencing U as the top layer clockwise. U prime as the top layer counterclockwise. R as the right side up. R prime is the right side down. L is the right side down, is the left side down. L prime is the left side up. B is the back side clockwise. And B prime is the backside counterclockwise. Sometimes when you're scrambling a cube, you'll see a notation called small r, small u, small l, or small b. What that is you just move the tip of that side. So small u would be the top tip, small r would be the right tip, small l would be the left tip, and small b would be the back tip. Now that we have the pieces and notation covered, I'm going to start teaching you how to solve it. The first thing you have to do is you have to mix it up. Once you have it mixed up, you want to solve all the tips. So how you solve the tip is you get one tip and then you see what the colors are. Yellow, green, red. And then you see the centers. Yellow, green, red. So they are correct. So how you solve it is you have to move the tip until all colors on the tip match with their corresponding color on the center. So if I move it here, it matches up with yellow and yellow, red and red, green and green. And for this one, I move it until it matches. So yellow, green, red, and blue match up with their center. Just like that. The next thing you have to do is you have to solve 3 centers onto one side. So I am color neutral, which means I pick any color to do. So I'm going to pick yellow. So what you have to do first to solve 3 centers is you have to see which tips have yellow on them. So this one is red, blue, green, which means there are no yellow ones on there, which means the other 3 yellow tips have to be here, here, and here. And that means since they're here, here, and here, that the yellow side will be on this side, which means you have to solve the 3 yellow centers onto this, here, and here, because this is the yellow side. So we already have one right here. So we want another one here. So we can just move the right side until we get the center. Then we move the left side until we get the center. The next step is to insert all yellow edges. So as we see here, that we have one edge and one edge in. Well, they are not correct. So, but we have a yellow and blue edge. And yellow and blue has to go here. And since the blue edge goes here, we move the blue edge color onto the side that has 3 blue edges. And when the 3 same colors are on the right side, you do L prime, U, L. Now we have another one that's just like the last one, because it's a yellow and red edge, and this is the red side, and it goes in here, and the 3 same colors are red, and they match up on the right side. So we do L prime, U, L. And we have the same case here, L prime, U, L. But what if you get this case where all 3 edges, all 3 same colors are on the left side? Then what you do is R, U, R prime to insert. Now what if your edge is in backwards? Well, then you have to pretend that this edge goes here, because if you pretend it goes in here and you do R, U, R prime, it moves the edge out, and now you can solve it. And the 3 green edges, 3 green colors are here, so the edge goes in with L prime, U, L. The next thing you do is you have to solve the top center. So now green, green, and green are together, green, green, blue, blue, blue are together, red, red, red are together. So now what you do is your color that's in front of you when you're done, which is blue, the color in front of you, you want to solve that side now. So we have blue and red, blue, green, and here. So we're going to pretend that this goes here. So we're going to knock it out. And then the blue and red piece goes in here. And the 3 red colors match up here. So we move it in with L prime, U, L. And then you have the same thing here. So we're going to pretend this goes in here. R, U prime, R prime. And then we're going to move it and it goes on this side. So L prime, U, L. And then it's done. So sometimes it'll take more than 2 times to solve it, and I'm going to give you another example. Okay, so I'm going to solve the tips. And I'm going to locate where the 3 yellow tips are. So one's here, and one's here. So the yellow side has to be here, and there's no centers. So what do I do here? I just move the top side until I see it, right side until I see it, left side until I see it. And then I see this edge is already in, so I only have 2 edges to do. So I see the yellow and blue edge, and the 3 same colors are here, and it goes in here. So I do L prime, U, L. And then this is the yellow green edge, and the 3 same colors go on the left side, and it has to go in here. So I do R prime, R, U, R prime. Okay, so this is the same case as last time, so I'm gonna make it different. Okay, so now I'm gonna solve the green side, and green red edge goes into here. Green and blue edge goes in, and the green and blue edge goes in here, and the 3 colors line up on the left. So I do R, U, R prime, and solve. So when you do this method, you shouldn't have to solve more than 4 sides, I think. So if you solve more than 4 or 5 sides and you still haven't solved it, then you kind of might have messed up. But overall, this is a very easy method, and I hope you have solved your Pyraminx. And bye.